GM, we're live. We're live 2 minutes early. I hopped in one thinking that it might be, I tend to try to join a couple minutes before the stream so that we don't spend the first 10 minutes waiting for draft to fill. And it snap filled on me. So we're a couple minutes early, but I didn't want to join the draft in progress, but appreciate all of you. Money ain't a thing, noting light, the Dontavian Wix Wax. Hey, appreciate you. Money ain't a thing indeed. Hopefully we get some candles lit today. Thomas Law, good morning to you. Good morning to you. So yeah, I don't think I see you. One of the best usernames here with just Law. But don't think I see you in here. Don't think I see anyone I recognize. So might be one of those rare not a stream draft that's not truly a stream draft. So we'll see. We will see. Mr. Binniger, good morning to you. I hope you're having a wonderful start to your day. We're going to see if we still get Puka at 4. It looks like Jamar Chase has officially flipped Puka, and he has. I just don't see a reason to not take him there, to take JSN over him, other than us having just done a bunch of Puka drafts, but what are you going to do? Chris asking the question, will there be punch and pie? No. This was just a ploy to get you into La Resistance. There will be no punch and pie. But appreciate you, Chris Burkle. Thanks so much for coming in, hanging out. Hope your morning is starting off well. We're starting off here with yet another Puka team. I feel like we had 2 of our 3 teams yesterday were from the 4-hole, so we're starting to at least get some picks on the left side of the board. But maybe I'd prefer, 1, 2, or 3. But I guess now I'm getting picky. Now I'm getting picky. Baseball drafts. I'm unlikely to join a baseball draft today. I don't know what's going on. I do know my Orioles won yesterday, so they're tied atop the AL East. So it's very exciting stuff here in Baltimore. We'll see if they can 161 games later if they can stay up there. Make the sound of a trying draft, you're in trouble. Absolutely. Absolutely. So far, so good. Nothing too unusual. 1 no badger in here, CG55, who appears to be on their best behavior, taking Christian McCaffrey at 7. We'll see if Justin Jefferson goes at his new spot of 11. That's where he's tended to go, and there he goes. So a pure by ADP draft here, if I'm not mistaken. And then you get to the turn, and things, again, tend to just see 2 running backs. So not a lot of change. Not a lot of change in the landscape. We'll see if they just go Denty A-Chain, and they do. So first 13 picks, all as expected. Money ain't a thing asking what the jersey of choice is today. This is a Denver Broncos Javonte Williams jersey. Another clearance special, but I do like the jersey. This one's actually pretty nice. I don't really have too much Broncos stuff, but I've always liked the Broncos jerseys. So this is Javonte, and Javonte is now fantasy relevant player, so we can wear it and see. Javonte at pick 45 is definitely live on this team. I think he'd have to fall a few spots, but we could end up going that direction. His ADP is currently 40, and again, it's running back gets thin, so don't see him fall too much, but maybe we can bring him up special for the team. Henry goes at 15. A little ahead of schedule. Denver Javonte jersey, you make my old bones feel young. Yeah, Fanatics had a great clearance sale. So for $14.99, you too could get a Javonte Williams Broncos jerseys, along with a lot of really funny other old jerseys. All right, let's see. We're coming up to our pick. Where's my sidekick? Wait, where is this sidekick? It's not here. Okay. I don't know where my sidekick went. Now it's throwing me off. You know what? Let's take Neighbors. Or maybe it's just meant to be. Maybe today there's no sidekick. But I don't know what happened. I might try to fix this on the fly, because I do think people like seeing it up, even if I'm ignoring it. So give me a second here. I'm gonna try to try to fix this as we're going along. All right. Sidekick. All right. All right, here we go. All right, we're trying to add it here. Oh, it's back. It's back. And is it going to be happy with me in time for me to make my next pick? Apologies. I think they said there was some update to the screen on Underdog that made it stop working. So I think I had to uninstall and reinstall, but it's working again. So we have Sidekick. We're live. Brock Bowers goes, I don't think I'm going to take A.J. Brown over any of these people. And I don't really love that. I'm going to ignore the Sidekick again and take Josh Allen. I'm going to do that. So we'll see. The Sidekick does not give you much Josh Allen, I have to say. It is much lower on Allen than the ADP. So I feel like if you go by the kick, you don't get much Allen. And Allen's actually a guy I want to be slightly overweight on. So there's that. Let me make one more change to the Sidekick here. This is not the right screen. I want to make it invisible. Oh my gosh. How do I do this? Sorry, everyone. I'm trying to fix this here. Oh my God. All right. Open Sidekick settings. There we go. There we go. All right. Hide it when the draft board is showing. There we go. We're back. We are back. CMC Love starts schizophrenic. No idea what kind of slappy this person is. Yeah, that is that is definitely the duality of man. And then they take Rashee Rice. So they're swinging for the fences. A lot of high variance picks there. Money ain't a thing. I'm in Chicago not too long ago. I remember seeing someone wearing a Johnny Knox jersey. Oh my God. I haven't thought of that name in so long. Love it. I love the old funny jerseys. They're so good. Who's your one and done this week? It's Hao Tong Lee. I just had a feeling about Hao Tong Lee. He's at even par, but he does tee off in the morning, which hopefully gives him, hopefully they get a little nice soft conditions to start the day. Didn't go quite how I hoped, I have to say. I really liked Ricky Fowler this week, so maybe I should have just done that based on the odds, and probably not really needing to use Ricky next week or again this year. But we got fancy, so we got Hao Tong Lee out there. He was 2 over with 2 holes to play and went birdie down the stretch. So it looked live to just be a full missed putt. Maybe he gets hot and can make a little charge today. Jake's giant throwback Waller jersey arrives today. I couldn't bring myself for those giant throwbacks. I think they're just so ugly, but I respect it because they were on clearance too. I was tempted because I think they had Waller and Daniel Jones. But I couldn't do it. I actually got the Raider Waller throwback. I guess it's not really a throwback; it's their regular jersey. So we got the Waller jersey here. Chris says in Chicago you should see Brian Piccolo jerseys. Brian Song's a great movie. There we go. Jake noting that's the point. They also had those Steeler throwback for Pickens. I couldn't do that one either. It was too heinous. It was just too heinous to actually wear. All right, we'll take Devonta here. I'm definitely overweight on this guy, but I'm okay with that. We are really telling ourselves that A.J. Brown is going to be departing. So we do see here one thing of note, a McBride Bowers start from James Berry. This drafter got it with a wide receiver. So we had a team like this a few days ago. We saw Crutches do a team like this, I think, yesterday. Let's see how James Berry lands his plane. But so far, again, no running backs through 4. Imagine he's taking one at 51, but we'll see. He doesn't. He takes Lamar. So true 0 RB. Travion goes. I think I'd rather go Scatabo Neighbors and make a bet on the Giants than take Judkins or Monty. So with apologies to the Scatabo haters. You know what channel you're watching. Tamada 17 IOGM. Hey, appreciate you, Tamada. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for coming in, hanging out. Good morning to you. Thanks for stopping by. Chris asked, how many of you have seen Brian Song's relationship between Gail Sayers and Brian Piccolo? I feel like I saw that movie like 25 years ago. I don't even remember it, but I do know I saw it at one point, but gosh, it was a while back. Money ain't a thing. The NFL draft will truly tell us if A.J. Brown's leaving Philly. If the Eagles draft a wide receiver round 1 and the Patriots don't draft one, then the framework is in place. Yeah, I think that would definitely telegraph it if they draft a receiver. And even if there's not a framework in place, if they draft a wide receiver, you have to think that A.J. Brown's going to just go absolutely mental and want to get out of there. He will not be happy if they do that. So we'll see. Also, I feel like Devonta, even if they don't trade him, is not. I feel like that's kind of the range he'd go in. We've seen him have really productive weeks, on a team with A.J. Brown. So I don't know. I feel like you're kind of buying him at kind of the, his regular price, and with the potential that he's going to rise. I think he rises a bit. I suppose if you want to go like line by line and figure out who he flips, I guess that could be a more difficult exercise. Because A.J. Brown himself goes at pick 36, but I think he moves up, 7-8 spots in the draft. I think I'd rather have him than like Wilson, probably up to Garrett Wilson here. I don't think I'd have him flip Higgins. A.J. Brown will be an interesting question if it is New England. Are we moving him up? Maybe, but I don't know. I'm inclined to kind of think he's priced fairly there. All right, Sidekick's asking for RJ Harvey, but we never take RJ Harvey. We really don't like that. Chuba Hubbard goes. Interesting. That's well ahead of ADP there. Jordan, Tyson, Alec Pierce, Ramondre. This is a little bit of a challenging range, I've got to say. We don't need a quarterback. I'll take Alec Pierce here. Not my favorite click. You used to be able to get him a lot cheaper. I do like Alec Pierce a lot. We're paying quite a bit more for him. I think I'm going to try to take another running back at pick 76 rather than force one here. Although if I want Dart for the double, I probably got to take him there. You never know. Maybe Dart falls. We are the neighbors drafter, so we don't have to worry about them. And we have Scatabo, so he could fall, but we got to run this big gauntlet of QB-less drafters, and people are fine taking Dart unstacked. So I don't think I can count on that, but we'll see. Personally, I prefer Ramondre to Warren, and even Algier to Warren. I think the back to own in Pittsburgh is going to be Dowdle from a fantasy perspective, but we'll see. Not like I dislike Warren. I just think he's a hair overpriced, and I don't think we have them in the correct order. I really think Dowdle is basically the Najee role, and Najee was more productive than Dowdle. Drake May goes to the Lamar drafter. That kind of hurts our chance of getting Dart back. It's just another QB off the board. So not the most ideal circumstance there. Now it's the question, do we want Algier or do we want Ramondre? And I'll take Ramondre. That seems fine. So for the audio listeners, we've got Allen, Scatabo, Ramondre, Puka, Neighbors, Devonta Smith, and Alec Pierce. Like the way the team's coming together so far. Hey, Perfectly Cromulent, appreciate you so much. Thanks for coming in, hanging out. Valued member of the Wax Pack. Thanks again for joining yesterday, Perfectly Cromulent. And thanks to all of you for watching this morning. It's a nice rainy Friday here in Baltimore. So I hope your day is a little nicer than it is here. All right, watching the board go by. No quarterbacks taken there. Now Dak goes to the Lamb drafter. Of course, that makes a fair amount of sense. Dak is the third QB. Dart is the third QB by ADP, although I'm still of the opinion and agree with the sidekick that Mahomes is grievously mispriced, that he is too late, and that he's more likely than not to play week 1. The Rashee Rice drafter at 90, I have to imagine, is angling for that. I feel like I missed something. I feel like there was something about a June 1st comment, but I apologize if I didn't bring it up. Oh, money ain't a thing. Eagles can't trade until after June 1st for cap reasons. Draft will foreshadow. Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. GM Artillery Frost. Hey, GM to you. I hope you're having a great start to your day. So far, so good on this draft. It's coming out pretty good so far. A post June 1st draft can be announced at the draft. Fair. All the machinations get kind of complicated, and I always forget how they work until it's go time. But that is true. Bindles, hola amigos. Hey, hola Bindles. Appreciate you. Bindles was a busy man last night, streaming on his channel. Then he had a ballsy show. So Bindles, one of the hardest working men out there right now. Why did the Mahomes guy who should have taken Mahomes take Dart? You don't have to be a slave to ADP. You can make picks that actually make sense for your team. I don't know who needs to hear that, but I think it's the CG55. So that was some gnarly run bad there. I really thought we were the way that happened. That was terrible. All right, new plan, same as the old plan. We take Kyle Pitts here. We do need a tight end, and I like my Kyle Pitts at pick 93. Bucky in the mid-4th seems right. Where did Bucky go? Yeah, he continues to fall. At a certain point, he's clickable. To me, I'm still wary to take him over probably all the way up to Judkins. That's where I would start thinking about him. I'm just still not sure what his like fantasy value is going to be. It feels like a lot of between the 20s stuff. And he's not going to get the goal line work, and he's not getting the passing down work. So at that point, that seems like potentially not great. All right, let's see. What do we want? J.K. Dobbins, he's kind of intriguing. I've been trying to get a little more of him, so I think if I can take Dobbins, I'll take him. I don't love Monungai. I'd rather have Dobbins than Monungai. And so we'll play it that way. So, yeah, Dobbins to the team. We still need another, quarterback. I could have taken Stafford there, sure, to pair with Puka. But running back was going to kind of get away from me, and I only had 2 running backs through 8 rounds. Chris says, "Como estas, Bindles?" My name to thing could be playing Dart to Tate. I mean, that's so galaxy brained. It's like you have Rashee Rice as your wide receiver 1, and you're not stacking it. But hey, to each his own. Bien gracias y Chris says, Bindles. GM, happy Friday, Greg. Hey, happy Friday to you, Greg. Hope you're having a great start to your day. Our fellow Dolphins fan. I was reading some optimism about the Dolphins, how next year they will have a fair amount of cap room. So we will see. This year's probably going to be a struggle, but hopefully new regime. Greer out. Thank God. Should have been fired 15 years ago. Chris says, I see. All right. Excellent. But yeah, appreciate you, Chris and Bindles. But yeah, truly, Bindles, some great stuff. Great stuff in the late evening hours, keeping the lights on. All right. So notable things. The Mahomes drafter also took Love, neither of which was a stack. So again, if you are reliant on stacking in 2026, you are going to be very sad, as I am finding, of course, in this draft. Bindle's noting Dobbins, great click. Yeah, I don't have enough Dobbins. I will confess. I've been trying to get more of him. And it has been tough. Okay, I can't wait for this guy to take Stafford because all he knows is ADP. The plan is coming together. Tank for Arch. Oh my god. We can't. I feel like Arch is going to be the biggest disappointment in human history. Of course he takes Stafford. Of course he takes Stafford. Nobody has any creativity here. All right, we are up. Do we want Tyler Shuck? Do we want Malik Willis? Or do we want to stack Kincaid? All right, you know what? Let's take Kincaid. Let's listen to the sidekick. Or not. Or it's not going to let me click anything. All right, we take Kincaid. Emo says, hello, Daddy Candle. Hey, Emo Cowboy, appreciate you. Hope you're having a great morning yourself. Chad, favorite album of all time? Oh, man. It's too embarrassing because I'm like unironically a Dave Matthews fan. So it's actually like Dave Matthews live at Red Rocks. It's that live, it's a live Dave Matthews album, which is such a terrible thing to admit on camera. But Bindles, I this is a very transparent channel, and so I will admit to something super embarrassing. But yeah, that's it for me. Bates, GM. Hey, GM to you, Bates. I hope you're having a great morning. The sidekick saying Shakir. I think I'd rather take one of these quarterbacks so we don't get super buried. Yeah, he takes. I was between Chuck and Willis, so he made the decision for me. We'll just grab our Malik Willis here. It's easy enough to backstack. Although they, the answer of the wide receiver one is live to be one of these rookies, and I did not draft any of the rookies of the Tyson Tate Lemon range. And then, of course, Emo's here, so we're not allowed to draft Malik Washington. We can draft Tolbert. I think he's on the approved list. I have to check, though, if he's a sanctioned pick or not. But it does open up some options. And maybe the Dolphins don't take a wide receiver in the first, or they take like a Omar Cooper, because now they have a later pick in the first round. So my hope is the Dolphins take some other position player, maybe a defensive player in with their first pick, and then one of these wide receivers in that kind of second tier with pick 30. Oh my gosh, quid pro quo. Awoke to being broken, sleeping on the bathroom toilet. Is this? Well, I hope you're doing well. I don't know if this is a song lyric or not, quid pro quo, but appreciate you so much. If you are seeking help, that is very admirable, and I wish you the absolute best there. If it's a song lyric, then I'm embarrassed for that. But quid pro quo. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Bindles, live your truth, chat. I mean that. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You know this. This is not a channel where we hide behind things. Dave can be a weird guy. He's also pretty sick live. Don't be fair. All right. Yeah. Well, I've been to my share of concerts, and it actually kind of can be hit or miss. You can definitely get the day where he's having a bad day, and you're like, oh, well, the vibe is in shambles. But he is out there. Speaking of living your truth, definitely out there. Out of control, gotta stop. I mean, we've all been there, quid pro quo. So again, best of luck to you. Danny, GM Chad. Hey, Danny, GM to you. I hope you're having a wonderful start to your day. We're having a nice start here. Other than CG55 is out to torment me by taking unstacked Dart for some reason, and then taking Stafford because he had to take the top click of ADP. It's okay. It's okay. C-Rod goes here. Stroud, Danny Dimes, Mendoza, all options. We do have Alec Pierce, which makes Danny Dimes intriguing. This James Berry character only has one quarterback. Lundbar has two. So they could definitely take three quarterbacks between all of them, deciding if we want to push QB or not. Man, everything is thin here. Everything is so thin. Yeah, likely goes. I think I'll take Omar Cooper at this point. We'll take Omar Cooper. He has been a big riser. Again, it was so nice when you could get him in the 200s, but he's come up quite a bit. There goes Mendoza. So I think if Danny Dimes is here, we take him. If not, maybe we take one of these running backs. We'll see. There goes Bryce Young. So two. We thought 3 quarterbacks could go. 2 have gone. That's just a question. Does James Bradbury take a third? Das Snowman quitters never off. Well, sometimes you have to quit to win, Das Snowman, depending on what we're talking about. But I appreciate you so much. Hope you're having a great morning out there. Let's see. CJ Stroud, Jacoby Brissett goes. So, do we take Danny Dimes? I guess we do. I think that makes sense. All right, so there we go. We are now full up at QB again. Man, it's a lot of draft capital at quarterback. Josh Allen, Malik Willis, Daniel Jones. So hopefully we're smashing the QB position. Scatabo, Ramondre, J.K. Dobbins. So oof. It was tough to not click a wide receiver there, I have to say. And then Puka, Neighbors, Devonta, Alec Pierce, Omar Cooper. So pretty strong wide receiver room. And then Kyle Pitts, Dalton Kincaid. So really, if we can stick the landing at running back, this could be a really fun team. Willie MM, Chad, started the day with the Willis draft as well. Oh, I hope it's coming out good. But appreciate you, Willie MM. Gambling, not the drinking part. Well, there you go. Yeah. As long as it's within your means. As long as it's not harming yourself or others, because you don't want to be doing that. That's not good. All right, let's see. I normally like to check in on friends and family. We have no friends nor family in this room. We just have our mortal enemy here, CG 55. So there you go. I'm just relying on you all to carry the show this morning. But appreciate all of you again. If you can, like and subscribe. We're on the road to 750 subs. We have passed 500, which is absolutely awesome. Hopefully can keep it rolling. Crossface, Yo-Yo GM. Hey, GM to you, Crossface. I hope you're having a great start to your day. Appreciate you as always coming in, hanging out. Naylor in round 14, rising up quite a bit from when the contest opened, and no one was taking him. Now he goes every time. I feel like frequently it's the Mendoza drafter that takes him, but even unstacked, he's been steaming up the board. There goes Diggs. Emmanuel Wilson goes. See what Dan the Cannon does. I have one pick I want, and then a bunch of people I don't want. So we'll see if he's kind or not. He is kind. We want Emmett Johnson. We're gonna buy the pro day hype, and we are in desperate need of some running backs. So we're gonna take Emmett Johnson. I could have taken Connor. I see the vision there. We think Algiers going to be the main guy, but it's possible that Connor works in. He could definitely be annoying. So we'll say. Willie asking, are you leaning towards Miami going wide receiver at 11? I think I've talked myself into Miami taking a safety or corner at 11 and then taking a receiver at 30. We never know what we slappies think it's a deep wide receiver class. The general managers could disagree. But all I know is what we're doing here. So if I'm looking at the team that has holes everywhere, I would rather take one of the later first round receivers. Because Tate, Tyson, and Lemon all have their own questions. I think of them, I prefer Lemon. There's a chance he's gone, and I also don't know how much higher they have him than the other guys. So, yeah, if at all. Pacheco goes. Brian Robinson, I think, is the pick here. He is probably the best or one of the best contingent value backs in right now, and maybe he comes back at 189, but I think people are getting more woke to him, so I'll take him in round 15. For the audio listeners, we got a 3552 Josh Allen, Malik Willis, Daniel Jones, Cam Scatabo, Ramondre, J.K. Dobbins, Emmett Johnson, Brian Robinson, Puka Nacua, Malik Neighbors, Devonta Smith, Alec Pierce, Omar Cooper Jr., and Kyle Pitts, Dalton Kincaid. So we definitely, can push tight end if we want to take tight end as our last pick, or even not at all. We could stop at 2 tight ends. But I think when you take Dalton Kincaid, you're kind of committing to a 3 tight end build if you don't have one of Bowers or McBride, with how injury prone this guy is. All right, and here we go. Brief programming note: I will be next Tuesday. I will not be streaming live. Might try to record something, but it will not be on my normal time on Tuesday. But Monday should be go as usual, and so should Wednesday. All right, Gino goes there. So we have one drafter with one quarterback, and it's Cam Ward. Oh my gosh, this Van Steeland character is making me a little nervous here. But we'll see what they do, because now they are in the Tua go. So this person has to take Aaron Rodgers here, right? Well, let's see what they do. They take Shadur. Oh my God. All right, so they got Cam Ward and Shadur Sanders over in the 9 hole. Go with God. Skeletor, GM. Hey, GM to you, Skeletor. I hope you're having a wonderful start to your day. Appreciate you so much, as always. Thanks for coming in, hanging out. Hope your Friday is going really well. Skeletor asking the right questions. What jersey is that? This is a Javonte Williams Bronco jersey. The clearance rack special. One of our favorite players, Javonte. He's never been super annoying ever. All right, let's see. Malik Washington makes sense with this as the stack. I do think Christian Kirk is kind of low key a pretty good click right now. So we'll add him. I think he's live to just have a couple really annoying spike weeks. So we'll take him there. We'll ignore the sidekick on that, and probably end up with 2 more running backs. But I don't think any of these running backs are really, super better than any others at this point. I don't think we're foregoing anything by taking that detour into Christian Kirk. So let's see what these two do. I do have a name I want. I don't think any of these people are in the stream, but just in case we got some lurkers, we will know. Skeletor, Jesus Christ, man, you'll have to take a shower after because of my picks or because I'm wearing a Javonte jersey. It's brand new, Skeletor, so it should be okay. I'll take Najee. Again, he could rise up if he when he signs. This could be one of those, like, it's a free agent, we're treating him as though he's playing in Canada, and then he signs, and then suddenly he's a 14th round pick. So we will do that. Das Snowman, you think with 18 picks in post-draft, people will stop at the 3 QB at all cost rule? No. I think we're still going to have a lot of 3 QBs, but the QBs will move down, and we'll take a lot. People will take their 3rd QB in like the 17th, 18th round. Because I think the position players are going to consolidate and move up and push the back-end QBs down. That's my thought. But I do think people still want 3 quarterbacks. I just think some of them might get slightly cheaper. Crutch is noting we got the bad weather. Chad Y. Live. Minwoo Lee off to a slow start, missing Bird. We just continue to run terribly, Crutches. It's really insane. It's really insane. After all week them saying there's no weather edge, we get roughed. We're just made to suffer. I don't even know what else to say at this point. And you know what? Can I make one thing that nobody cares about? Nobody cares about anyone else's bracket, but I had I switched for my Final Four Houston to Illinois, and I was thinking how smart I was. I only switched it in one bracket instead of all my brackets, like in my my pools. So I have one bracket with Illinois over Houston, and I didn't change it in the others because I guess I thought it was like I was mass changing them, and I literally changed one specific, very small pool I was in. So, just the run bad couldn't be. Maybe we can blame the Javante jersey for the run bad. Dear God, can't even get Purdue. Oh, that was so tilting. That was so tilting. The referees put Purdue on their shoulders in that game. Texas absolutely deserved it. They were put their thumb on the scale of that one. I think the refs had Purdue in Survivor. The walk off for it was just disgusting run out. Disgusting run out. But we'll see. The big question is now going to be like, do you take Iowa in the upset for the Giga leverage wipeout pick or not? I think that question is going to divide families. All right, we're coming up. I think I kind of want to pair Dulcich with Malik Willis, so we're gonna do that here. So our third tight end is Dulcich. We get a little mini Dolphin stack. Could the Dolphins bring in another tight end? Yes. I'm just hoping his name is something closer to Max Clare than David Njoku, but we will see. We will see. The background music's immaculate. Hey, Jerk by Luke, I'm glad you like it. I'm trying different stuff. This is from YouTube's library of royalty-free stuff you can use. Last time I used it, someone copyrighted my thing, and it took 2 weeks to get resolved. It was really annoying. Hope that doesn't happen again. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go back to like feeding the ducks. But I think people are kind of tired of those. Crutches, Iowa State 42 project ownership today. I was going to be on that, but might switch to the UConn game or even Tennessee. I'm on Iowa. I'm just sticking with Iowa State myself. I think my path is pretty locked in. You're locked in. Your path is set. Yeah. Hold on. What am I doing here? I guess I'll do Jordan James. Here. That's fine. No, I'm going to do Jeremy Bernard. If someone takes Jordan James, we've got backup plans. So there we go. Jeremy Bernard, it is. He'll wind up the wide receiver room here on this one. Yeah, I have what is my pool here? Because after this we have to pick. Yeah, my path is now I'm confused. No. So I have Iowa State today, then I have Iowa, I have Illinois over Iowa, then I have Duke over Illinois, and then I have Michigan over Duke. That's my path. And that's going to be fairly chalky, I think. But I have to imagine most people are going to try to finish with Duke. But I'm playing for a chop, but not like the biggest of all chops, I think, with that path. I don't know. I mean, I could be persuaded if I think there's some huge edge, but I'm also only in the Swolecast Survivor pool, so it's not like a huge pool. Maybe in that case, then I try to take Iowa over Illinois or something and get all the leverage. I don't know. Crutches, I wish it was Nebraska. I think they had a better upset chance, but Illinois is probably 70% or something in the next round, so I need that upset. Yeah. Oh, and if Johnson is ruled out, I maybe switch the play to big leverage, but otherwise probably stay put. Yeah, I think for me, I think I'm gonna kind of stay put with this. Just, I'd hate to change leverage and just lose when this path feels kind of like the one I've built and the way I see it going. But who knows? It would be fun to be rooting for the one wipeout upset. But yeah, man, if Purdue had lost, we would be. Then I would unquestionably just stick with the chalky route because 40% of the pool was about to die. That would have been kind of nice. But yeah, I really need U of A to not win at all because I used them last night because I have U of A losing to Michigan. But that's the way she goes. All right, Max Clare goes there. So yeah, we did lose out on Jordan James. There we go. Our mortal enemy. Our mortal enemy takes him. That's okay. We're gonna go deep into the depths. Now this is a guy that's becoming a bit of a Davis Maddock brand play, Jaden Ott. I was taking this guy before the combine and then stopped taking him when he didn't get the combine invite. Apparently had a pretty good pro day, and no one's taking him. So I'm in the round 20 Jaden Ott camp here. I think it's a little bit intriguing of a click. So there we go. Jaden Ott is the pick. So we got a 3-7-7-3. Josh Allen, Malik Willis, Daniel Jones, Cam Scatabo, Ramondre, J.K. Dobbins, Emmett Johnson, Brian Robinson, Najee Harris, Jaden Ott. Wide receiver room, Puka, Neighbors, Devonta Smith, Alec Pierce, Omar Cooper, Christian Kirk, Jeremy Bernard. So I think it's a pretty good wide receiver room. We really just need some hits at running back, a couple of rookies, Emmett Johnson, Jaden Ott. Again, if something happens to Bijan, all of a sudden this Brian Robinson pick 172 is wheels up. We got Pitts, Kincaid, and Greg Dulcich. I like this team. I think it came out pretty good. So only going to have time for 2 drafts today. So if you want to get in, now is developer mode. Okay, I got to join on my phone. Sorry. Rug pull season. So hopefully nobody joined that. Give me a second here. Oh, God. All right. NFL. Pick board. Waiting for 9. So hopefully there was not an underflow that started. I did not get developer promoted when I did my first draft today, and of course it happened there. PG has Illinois at 70% or like -6.5, -300. So it's such a tough click, but such is the path. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason. There's a reason that it's such a wipeout pick, right? But I don't know. I mean, it's probable that Iowa is going to be like under clicked, right, versus them. So from a game theory perspective, it might make sense to take the upset. But also, I don't know how many times I'm going to be in a position in Survivor here. Like, I don't have infinite cracks at this, so I don't know. Like, I'm afraid I'm going to like galaxy brain my way into like just taking a big underdog and then losing. Willie, I think you need to invest in Kyle Pitts jersey before the season starts. Oh man, I would absolutely rock a Kyle Pitts jersey. Falcons have sick jerseys too, and I don't have a Falcons jersey, so Kyle Pitts would be a good candidate for sure. All right, here we go. Waiting for 3. If anyone wants to get in, get on in. Also, this is a great time. Great time if you can like and sub. My goodness. I mean, what better time to do it than an interlude between drafts? But again, appreciate all of you. And there's a candle with your just waiting with your name on it if you want to join. I'm going to try to do a members only stream or video next week. So we'll have the first one of those. I have some ideas. I want to make that kind of fun and see if we can't do things a little different on the channel and bring some cool stuff to you guys. But thanks again for all of you who have supported. Appreciate y'all so much. Skeletor says, can you get AI to spin off feeding the ducks that's feeding the seals? This feels like something Buck could do. We'll have to hound him. We'll have to hound him for that. All right, let's see. All right. I will switch it up for this draft, the music, but if it's too loud or soft, let me know. Crutches, if I got Iowa State, I'm on Michigan, Iowa Elite 8, but if I go UConn, Michigan State game, I'd be on Arizona. So why don't I like that path as much either? PG now saying 48% Iowa State. They're really going to make me take another upset. I guess for me, I'm down. I'm actually today, I can't pick the other game. I've used both teams. I have boxed myself in. I am locked into Iowa State unless I pick them to lose, which I don't really want to do. I feel like that's again just trying to get leverage, and I'm just going to lever myself out of the tournament. Yeah, oh yeah, taking Tennessee over Iowa State. Oh man, I don't know anything about college basketball, so I'm like, oh, can't pick against Iowa State, and I don't think I can name 3 people on the team. But it does feel potentially uncomfortable there to go with that. All right, let's see. What do we got? What do we got? We got Drinking Bleach at the 10, Crutches at the 12, myself at the 9, Line of Scrimmage at the 3. I don't think I see anyone else in here, but if you are, let me know. Let me know. Always appreciate to be able to shout out y'all's teams. So again, apologize. Only going to be able to run 2 drafts today, but this has been pretty fun so far. So appreciate all of you. Brooks Koepka, though. Brooks Koepka with a birdie on his first hole, charging for the cut line. Does he care enough to shoot -5 or 6 today? Probably not, but we can hope. Skeletor indeed, Drinking Bleach. Sharp man there in the 10 hole. Best of luck there. T-Falls, P-Dogs at 6. Oh, that's all right. Nice. All right. So we've got Breaking Best Ball in at the 6 hole. Oh, and Brian Anderson in at the 4. Welcome. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Breaking Best Ball. I hope you guys are having a wonderful start to your day. Appreciate each and every one of you. And you know what? We're not going to get Puka on this team. A rare draft in the last 2 days where we don't get Mr. Puka Nacua onto the team. All right. Bijan Gibbs starts. Sorry, I had something going on my other screen here. Bijan Gibbs off and running here. Chase has now flipped Puka again. So I think that's going to be permanent. I think that's just the world we live in now. It's a very minor shift because at the end of the day, the second round gets so scrambled that I don't think it'll change too much. But you know, definitely shows that we will let these little blurbs of news impact our drafting at this point. So Lamb, Amon-Ra, Jefferson. Again, I would love to get, I think I'm slightly over on Jefferson, so it's fine. I'll probably take one of Lamb or Amon-Ra here, likely in that order. Part of me likes Amon-Ra over Lamb ever so slightly, but we'll take Amon-Ra, and off we go. Charlie says, "Yeah, I just followed ADP, and Chase is now above Puka." Yeah, and I'm going to do the same. I'm not going to hold. I'm not going to hold the line. But again, I never get the 3 hole, so it doesn't matter. Locked into the 12 in a stream room prayer. Yeah, best of luck. Time to get freaky. Let's see what that is. You don't get Jefferson here though. Crutch is famously a Vikings fan. Genty, Jeremiah Love. I like the Jeremiah Love Genty start. I've definitely done that. I've definitely done that before. It feels pretty fun. Feels pretty fun. Let's see what Drinking Bleach does. He takes A-Chain. Ugh. I'm not an Omarion Hampton believer. All right, I'll get weird too. I'm going to take Derrick Henry here. I like Ken Walker. I know I shouldn't, but it does bother me that we were getting Ken Walker at pick 33 for like half the contest. And so I know that shouldn't stop me from taking Ken Walker if I want him, but I hesitated. I hesitated a little bit. Where am I? Walker. I am at. Yeah, 13.8%. So I managed to get overweight before the signing. And I don't take him as much now, but I don't want to have none of my late drafts have him. Crutches doesn't click much. Jettas. Okay. That's surprising. I guess I assumed you were in on him because I think you like Addison at cost. So I don't know if that's just a 1-for-1 reference. Or maybe I'm making that up too. I don't know. I got a lot to keep track of. It can be tough. But yeah, wow, look at this. We had 9 running backs in a row drafted here. That is welcome. Welcome to 2026. If you're a time traveler coming from 2024, yeah, you will be absolutely stunned to see the way that we are drafting today. But that's the world we live in. These early running backs go fast and furious. But we've gone Amon-Ra, Derrick Henry, and we'll see what we get at pick 33. Again, the sidekick buries Josh Allen. They have him between Zay Flowers and Emeka Egbuka here, which is, around pick 40. His ADP is 29. So again, if you follow the kick, you're going to be really low on Allen. All right, Etienne goes. Let's see if these two drafters who already have two running backs, do they start with 3 or do they diversify? Breaking best ball, he takes a third back. Zay Flowers goes at 31. Let's see what SSJ does. He takes Allen. I'm very light on Breece Hall. But you know what? I will take him. I guess I don't want absolutely none of Breece Hall. But he's not my favorite click. But we'll take a share. He did have some. I think he had at least one spike game late in the season, even when the Jets were kind of dead. So we'll give that one a whirl. But to confess, we were about to do yet another Josh Allen team. I would have taken him there at pick 33. That's just one where I don't want to follow the sidekick every time because I'm literally going to have no Josh Allen, and I don't want to show up to the fantasy playoffs without Josh Allen, assuming he's healthy, obviously. Crutches takes Wilson Devonta Smith. Nice wide receiver start there. Genty Love Devonta. And now the board swings around, drinking bleach. He's got Jefferson, A-Chain, McMillan, and let's see who he takes, and Bucky Irving. So, I mean, we can't literally wear a Javonte Williams jersey and then ignore the sidekick and not take him. So we'll take Javonte. We're up to 3 wide receivers here, and not too bad. Henry, Breece, Javonte, Amon-Ra. This is a dusty start to the team, but hey, sometimes dusty works. We will see. So anchor, wide receiver. Again, imagine saying that. Imagine saying that 2 years ago. You would be treated like some kind of best ball heretic. And now we see people take 4 running backs through 4. And you see even the sidekick recommend it. And Brooks Koepka bogeyed the next hole. Cool. He missed a 4-foot par putt. Great job, Koepka. See you next week. All right, let's see. T-Fall. So he added JMO to his team. We have 1 true 0 RB drafter left. The 4-hole going Puka McBride, AJ Brown, Luther Burden. So no running backs for that drafter. Everyone else has at least 1. Line of scrimmage. He's got Chase, Neighbors, Jacobs, McLaurin on his team. Skeletor baited me into taking Javonte. You played me like a fiddle. I wouldn't have taken Bucky there for what it's worth. I would have taken probably Lad. Javonte jersey got. I mean, monkey see, monkey do. Skeletor. I'm a simple man. You guys know this. Then the big question is going to be if Scatabo falls to us, do we take him or not? I think that will be the challenge. I got to think that one pick won't take him. I got to think the Zay Flowers drafter, if Lamar's there, takes Lamar. We'll see what Breaking Best Ball does. So, all right. So Scat does go. Thank God, because I really didn't want to be tempted by that. Of course, DJ Moore might come to us on the team that we don't have Josh Allen, but he goes to the Josh Allen drafter. That makes a lot of sense. All right, let's take David Montgomery. Let's hog running backs a little bit, and now we can back off a lot of it and start taking some wide receivers here. So Monty goes there. He was at the top of the kick. Again, the sidekick recommending a 4th running back through 5. Would Leg Up believe this 2 years ago? I just can't get over it. All right, let's see what Crutches does here. He takes Christian Watson, and does he take... I think there's a 9-second delay. All right, does he take Hurts? Does he take Hurts? We don't want to influence the pick. I'm very curious. No, he takes Lemon. He takes Lemon. I was wondering if we were going to see that stack there or not, and we do not. Woof. Woof. Part of me wishes I'd taken a wide receiver there, because they've gone off a cliff on me. Tyler Warren goes. I like Tyler Warren. Been trying to get more of him. But you know what? Let's take Jaden Daniels. I think we'll figure it out later. We'll figure it out later at wide receiver. But been trying to get a little more Jaden Daniels as well. I've said repeatedly I like the price on him. And this tier of quarterback here, I think is a really nice range to be picking from. All right, so RJ Harvey goes there. We see this drafter next to me. They've got Hampton and Ladd, so have to imagine they're live to be taking Herbert right ahead of me, right at 83. Yeah, so they're probably going to take Herbert. Just thinking ahead to who's going to do what. T-Fall, he takes a Alec Pierce share, and the board whips around. Can you zoom in and enlarge the sidekick overweight? Twan needs it to farm sidekick data. Twan is a man of means. Twan can get his own copy of the sidekick. Twan, I'm gonna make it smaller. I'm gonna make the sidekick smaller. All right, there's Twan. Twan can see that the sidekick's recommending Marvin Harrison. No free lunch. No free lunch, Twan. All right, I'm kidding. I'm gonna fix it back, but oh god, I think that's how I had it. All right, Drake May goes. We need some wide receivers, which have gotten a little bit thin. But hopefully on the wrap, Fuzzy Logic and Crutches have a bunch already. So maybe we don't see like 6 receivers go between 81 and 88, but we will have to see. We will have to see. Line of scrimmage, he goes Chuba Tyson. So Tyson's fallen a lot. He used to go, we used to have Tyson, Tate, and Lemon frequently go back to back to back. We don't really see that so much anymore. Tate and Lemon have kind of hung out near the 5-6 turn. Tyson has fallen largely on injury concerns. And, I was one to wave some of those away. Especially one of the seasons ended with a broken collarbone. I feel like bone breaks are kind of random, whereas soft tissue stuff is the things I get a little more worried about. So but now it's getting a little weird. Now it's getting a little weird. Like he hurt his hamstring, like not playing. Seems not great. Let's see what SSJ does. He does take Herbert. Oh my God, we got our guy Jerry Rice here. Windmill and Michael Wilson here. But yeah, Michael Wilson as wide receiver too. Little sketchy. Little sketchy. But I'm pretty sure the sidekick was recommending quarterbacks there. I just can't get on board with it. I just can't get on board with the QB thirst when I'm drowning at wide receiver. But alas, Chris Godwin goes. That's actually who I was hoping would fall to me at pick 88. Would have been ahead of ADP, but Fuzzy Logic, he hoovers him up, so we don't get that. I'll be shocked if Addison makes it back to me. Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, Myers, T-Law, it does make sense as a stack. So maybe Addison will come back. If Addison's gone, I guess we take Pittman. I'm not like... Okay, Addison's gone. Good God. Good God. You know what? We're taking Tyler Algier. And now we're going to stop at 5 running backs. And we'll figure it out. So... There we go. We do already have Michael Wilson, so we're going to make this bet on Arizona. Don't let me take another running back. I imagine the sidekick probably won't, because it does in these positions tend to tell you to stop taking running backs. So unless something really miraculous comes around later, we're gonna see how this goes. So we've got Amon-Ra, Henry, Breece Hall, Javonte, David Montgomery, Jaden Daniels, Michael Wilson, and Tyler Algier. So a 1-5-2 there. Crutches says SK wanted me to double up RB there. Couldn't quite do it. I like the Myers T-Law stack there, so I tend to agree with you. Especially if you went double RB, you would have no quarterbacks at that point. And then at pick 108, you're kind of in a weird spot. Because, like, if Kyler's, like, I don't know, so, like, everybody up to Baker can go, theoretically. And then you're, like, really scrambling. So, I don't know. I don't know if I would have double RB'd there myself. It can get really squirrely. Yeah, hoping for love, probably, exactly. That would be my assumption, but especially in a stream room, trying to Sidekick should have a stream room setting where it knows the room's gonna be like extra sweaty and 3 QB pilled. Like hoping quarterbacks come back to you is pretty risky in these rooms. But yeah, wide receivers is so awful at this point. Dear God. Hopefully something we want comes to us though. $1 million idea. I know. We need the expected value of our team, and we need a toggle for sweaty stream draft mode. Could take Sidekick to the next level. But all I want is a switch or something that tells me what the value between picks is. I just want that. I just want to know. I want to know what I'm giving up by not taking the top click. I don't care if I miss out on Jaden Reed and his 42% of snaps. We're taking our guy Kyle Pitts. This is a Kyle Pitts channel. So there we go. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out at wide receiver. Don't you guys fret. So Kyler goes to the Addison drafter and Jefferson drafter. So drinking bleach. Oh my God, you're just winning on all fronts there. I've never seen someone click a quarterback faster than our man Skeletor, aka drinking bleach, at that point. So let's see. Yeah. I would have been stunned if you did anything other than Reed and Love there, already having Christian Watson. That one was a pretty nicely set up there in the at the turn. So Chris said, I got Herbert at 87 and Mahomes at 106 in one of my slow drafts. Felt like I was winning the lottery versus what I see on stream draft. I know. I mean, truly, these drafts are very, very challenging. Josh Downs, wide receiver 3. What could go wrong other than absolutely everything? But we'll take Josh Downs there. I need that a lot more to me than Sam Laporta. Dear God. I need to catch up, but I have 2 anchors at least. Yeah, I mean, T-Law and Love there. That's the Love double stack and the T-Law single. Not bad. Not bad of a start there. Let's check in on some other folks. Drinking bleach, Jefferson, A-Chain, Tet, Bucky, Tootin, Tyler Warren, Ricky Pearsall, Addison, Kyler, and Casey Concepcion. Nice team here from Drinking Bleach. T-Fall takes another quarterback here, so let's see what he did before. Taylor, Chase Brown, Kyron, and then no more running backs. J-Mo, Odunze, Alec Pierce, DK Metcalf, Michael Pittman, and Goff and Tyler Shuck. So he gets J-Mo stacked with Goff. He gets Tyler Shuck there. Not bad. Not bad. All right. And the board wraps around yet again. All right. Checking in on Brooks Koepka. He's got 20 feet for birdie. So hopefully he doesn't 3-putt again. Josh Downs over Xavier Worthy. What are you doing? I was listening to the Sidekick. The Sidekick told me to do it. Could be bad though. I guess it depends how willing we are to blame Worthy season for the shoulder stuff. I'm fairly willing to do that. But I also really like Downs. I don't mind Worthy. If Downs wasn't there, I would have taken Worthy. I just think Downs with the departure of Pittman is kind of intriguing. We've seen him have like absolutely explosive weeks in Indy. So I'm willing to take the chance there on him. I guess that's where I'm at. All right, let's see what Mayor Schmidt does. He takes Kincaid. Yikes. Such a brutal range. See what SSJ does here. I don't know if I really want just CJ Stroud stacked with David Montgomery. I think I'd rather take a shot on Khalil Shakir. I know I have a ton of him. He's been getting cheaper and cheaper, so we will listen to the sidekick and take Khalil Shakir. I like Downs past 140 and haven't clicked Shakir yet. I've clicked Shakir enough for you, Crutches. Don't fret. I have enough Shakir for 3 people, actually. But yeah, I'm really hoping that surgery was not bad for a guy that didn't do that much before. Centec, delete the damn sidekick. I did have to uninstall it for a brief moment and bring it back. Frogclone agrees. Not a fan. Crutches takes C-Rod. I guess that does make sense on a Jags team, and he's not going to be there at pick 156. So I think I like some of you guys' teams more than mine. I think I'm going to just confess something in the sanctity of an hour and 6 minutes into this draft. All right, I'll just take Daniel Jones because, frankly, we really need Josh Downs to be good. So we'll take that. I actually thought drinking bleach was going to take Downs with Warren, but he takes Bryce Young because he has Tet. So that probably actually makes more sense, but I didn't think I was going to get Daniel Jones, and I did. So we get another quarterback on this team. Everybody to my right has 2 quarterbacks, so I can't necessarily rely on pushing my third. So we'll have to see if anything's there that we really want at pick 153. But at the very least, we've got 1 stack going on. Jaden Daniels, of course, remains unstacked on this team, but that's okay. Crutches needs running back. Well, I like C-Rod. I am a fan. I think he's going to be really annoying for the Tootin people. I've got the shortest QB room in the NFL, Skeletor. You've got Bryce, Kyler. Yeah, Bryce and Kyler. Probably true, huh? Probably true. All right. It's all over. We know you hate Tootin. I don't hate Tootin. I just think he's too expensive. I don't hate Tootin. I gambled wrong, and now I'm dug in. So I'm going to have to adjust after the draft. That's where I'm at. Tootin sucks, says Frogclaw. I don't know. Seeing over the offensive line is overrated. Yeah, just put him in shotgun. Don't make him run under center. Keep him as far as possible. Good luck, fellas, says Crutches. I don't know, man. We'll see. The Tootin wars have divided families like nothing we've ever seen. Let's see what SSJ does. I have a bad feeling he's going to take Jacoby Brissett here. And then if he does, I don't even know what I want to do. He takes the whole clock. He takes Brenton Strange. Yeah, I'm just going to take Brissett here. Please let me click him. All right. We'll take Brissett. I do have some concern Brissett does not play the whole year, but we have Algier and Wilson. So he would have been pretty nice. Money ain't a thing. Call me crazy being out on a day 3 pick who averaged 3.6 yards per carry with known fumbling issues, who was outsnapped by a 7th round rookie. Well, LaQuint Allen would have outsnapped anybody. Everyone loves LaQuint Allen. Coaches love like their Dare Agumbawale, like guy who can pass block, but if you give him the ball, they're not going to do anything. But yeah, it is if you want to make that argument, I don't know if that's in the best faith, the getting out snapped by LaQuint Allen, because it's not like LaQuint Allen was getting any touches with those snaps. But I am buying the bear case on I am buying the bear case for Tootin this year. All right, Tajay Spears go. You know what? Let's get Chig. I do want more Chig. I need to pair Jaden Daniels with somebody. Yeah, I saw that. There was a clump of tight ends. I thought you might get Strange back to you, but nope. And Emmett Johnson. I mean, it's these stream drafts. Killer. I agree with Crutch has been playing it like the Jags backfield last year. Yeah, and again, we'll see. I am prepared to adjust my priors post, but what am I going to do? I have 22 drafts left. Am I going to start taking Tootin now? So I have 3 Tootin teams? Like, what's even the point? It's Jover for me. Das Snowman app freezes every time it's my pick. Evergreen problem, Das Snowman. The app is not the most dependable thing. Crutches, I'm glad I have so many counterparties, usually a profitable. Yeah, well, again, Crutches, I have, I followed you on Twitter before I ever even heard of Best Ball. And I am aware that being on the other side of a trade with Mr. Crutches is not generally the place you want to be. Money ain't a thing. Chris Rodriguez is my most drafted running back at the moment. My God, that's a lot of seat. Were you taking him before the trade, or you were taking him like? Yeah, I'm curious. When were you, or not trade? I guess he was a free agent, but were you taking him before? Because I didn't take him until the Jag stuff broke. All right, let's see. So Crutches ends up adding Travis Hunter and James Conner. Makes sense. Drinking Bleach, Emmett Johnson, and Tajay Spears. All right, a couple running backs go. T-Fall. So he ends up getting Stroud to pair with Higgins, Juwan Johnson, Jalen Naylor. So not bad there from T-Fall. And if anyone else is in here, let me know. I only had like 3 shares before the Jags stuff. Those teams are mid at best too. Yeah. Sometimes those really early teams, you're like, oh, I was getting these great values. And then you look at the rest of it and it's like, money anything. I do have a handful of 20th round C-Rod teams. However, I've been all in since the landing spot and reunion with Cohen was confirmed. Yeah. You know what? After my next 2 picks, I'll look up what I have, because I'm curious myself. All right, let's see what SSJ does. I'm surprised the Stroud drafter didn't take Tank Dell. I think that's the direction I'm going to go here. So I'll take Tank Dell on this team. Hope he's healthy. But yeah, T-Fall he took Schultz. Okay, that makes sense. He took a different Texan. Oh, Das Snowman. Oh, you're in the 2-hole. All right. I will check you out. Crutches, yeah, taking non-pass catching running backs who never broke out. Great bet on Narrative Street. And yes, I'm taking him too. It's fine, because take one on good offenses. Yeah. I'm doing basically like for me, it's like the Cowboys situation where I'm taking Miles Sanders. I was taking Miles Sanders instead of Javonte, and it didn't work out for me, but maybe it will this year. And now I've capitulated so hard, I'm wearing a Javonte jersey. Dear God. All right, I'm going to take Christian Kirk again. We need to catch up at wide receiver, at least early in the year. Maybe with Kittle missing, we see a little more from Kirk. So pretty thin wide receiver room of Ahmad Ra, Wilson, Downs, Shakir, Tank Dell, Christian Kirk. Very thin room. All right. How much Rodriguez? Oh, I only have 5.3% C-Rod. So there you go. There you go. The other thing is I had done a lot of drafts before that news. And all of my drafts are basically been stream drafts. Most of my big board was on stream. So I think he's a little harder to get. I'm definitely going to be higher on DraftKings than here. Money ain't a thing, noting you score more points for touchdowns than receptions, which Crutches was well aware of. Money ain't a thing. Well aware of the scoring format here. But yeah, I mean, I guess I think there's a huge delta between the C-Rod people think he's the goal line back and the Tootin people think he's the goal line back. I think both sides are convinced that the other is wrong in who gets the goal line. Yeah, Crutches, weird that Tootin had the goal line role over a much better running back in Etienne, huh? Exactly. So if you're on team Tootin, you think he has the goal line back locked up. And if you're on team C-Rod, you say, oh, they brought him in to be the goal line back. So I think there's a huge disconnect there. It's weird he had so little trust and fumbled so much they fed Tootin in a playoff game. Yeah, and again, I think part of the Tootin fall off was he was playing through injury. So again, there's definitely a bull case to be made for Byshell Tootin. Agree to disagree. All right. We got to lock in. I don't think I need more running backs. That's not the problem on this particular team. We didn't even get... The only running back I would have taken was Brian Robinson. Where did he go? Who went? He went at pick 178. So he went right after I took Tank Dell. If Brian Robinson was somehow still there, I would probably have made an exception. All right, Vidal goes. Again, bunch of rookie wide receivers. I've been IKBing Branch. Again, not as big a fan. We got Brazel, Surratt, Bernard, Lane. I'll probably listen to the kick and I'll take Brazel here over the other ones. It's not even that. I like C-Rod. At cost, just don't have dumb stands. It's all range of outcomes. That's fair. I guess, again, most of my stand was before Etienne left. And then I felt like at that point, I'd already done so many of my drafts that I don't want to have 4% Tootin and all of my Tootin be on bad price Tootin. At that point, I would rather just take the full fade stand and hope it goes south. I just don't see what having that little Tootin at the worst price anyone's getting it is going to do for me. And I promise I will take Tootin after the draft. I will take him post draft. But I just don't see what it does for me trying to catch up now or get him. Chris, I have a hard time getting to Tootin in these drafts. He might pay off the price tag, but I have a hard time seeing him outperform at his current price. Yeah, he just has to be the RB1 and the goal line back. Like, if he is, then I think he absolutely can outperform it. I think there's some question if that's what the case is going to be. All right, Branch, Jacoby, Franklin, Hurst. I think I'll IKB it and take Vele. I like Vele there. I had another pick, I think, but I was too slow. So we'll see if we get him or not. I'm afraid I won't, but we'll see. Not talking to you, Chad. You're fine. Although every draft is an individual team, that's a sunk cost thing. Yeah, fair. Again, it's just like, I don't know. It just makes it makes the sweat slightly cleaner just knowing what I have in each contest. But again, we will. I promise. I promise. I will be taking him post draft. But yeah, you probably are right. You should be trying to optimize each individual team, not think of it that way. It's just weird. It's weird thinking about this in from a portfolio perspective and trying to trying to build that way. Or again, you're probably right. All right, so we get Vele here. We get Braylon Allen and Katron Allen going to crutches. We get Drinking Bleach with Surratt and Rogers. We've got T-Fall here going Vidal, Holani. We've got, did the 4-hole? Is the 4-hole here? Who am I missing? I'm missing someone. Snow is in here, though. He added Njoku and Ray Davis. Let's see. His team is a 2-6-7-3. So he started Gibbs and went all the way down to Warren, and then took Mason, Washington, Krosky Merritt later, Ray Day, and Ollie Gordon. So kind of an anchor running back type of start here for Snow. Lane goes here to line of scrimmage. Crutches, shout out to me for never taking Benson ever, even when the kick yelled. Yeah, I took a little bit of it, mostly at the insistence of the sidekick, and I wish I had it. Took a good amount of Tucker. I have a little bit of Trey Tucker. I think he's not Trey or Sean Tucker. I have a little bit of both. Chris says, as a 0 RB click, I think Tootin's fine. You can embrace the variance, but if you've already got 2 to 3 running backs, he seems too risky. That's an interesting point. I almost kind of like him on those teams. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go 4 quarterback and take Ty Simpson. Because I'm going to end this team with another wide receiver. I think I'm good stopping at, I'm going to end with a tight end. I don't know why I thought I got a 9th receiver. Oh, well. I feel like there's a world where it's the Cardinals take Simpson. And this, we know the sidekick's okay with 4 quarterbacks. So why not try to really nail that and take Ty Simpson? Could be kind of intriguing. If the smoke is real that he's a first-round pick, I like him. So we'll get a little bit weird and do a 4 QB team. I don't do a lot of these, but I think I said in one draft I liked this, and then I hadn't really done it much since. All right, Wicks goes Flacco. Wow, Flacco, the backup quarterback in Cincinnati. And then tight end. I think Dulcich is my favorite. I'm going to keep clicking him. So we'll take Greg Dulcich, and that'll wrap this team. That will wrap this team with a 4-5-8-3. Jaden Daniels, Daniel Jones, Jacoby Brissett, and Ty Simpson. Derrick Henry, Breece Hall, Javonte, David Montgomery, and Tyler Algier. So we stopped at 5. Spent a lot of running back capital early and figured we'd stop. Ahmad Ra, kind of an anchor wide receiver. Michael Wilson, Josh Downs, Khalil Shakir, Tank Dell, Christian Kirk, Chris Brazel, Devon Vele. I don't mind this. I mean, Shakir's health stuff, Shakir, Dell, a lot of health questions. Christian Kirk, maybe he helps early in the year bridge a little bit of this production. Brazel, kind of a fun rookie, and then Vele, a guy I'm just a little higher on than the market. Could New Orleans draft someone and kind of send him to the depths? Sure. But they did trade for him and seemed to like him. He had some 9 target games. I like that. And then Pitts, Chig, and Greg Dulcich. So yeah, like the team. But appreciate all of you. Crutches says we like the weird. Yeah, I agree. We gotta. You. I don't know if you can 3-6-8-3 your way to glory every single time. Sometimes you got to get a little weird. And I really don't think Brissett's going to play the whole year. And I think Ty Simpson is going to start by the end of the year. So, kind of a 3 QB build using 4 spots in a sort of sense. But hey, really fun draft, everyone. Sorry, I'm a little short on time, so I got to run. I'd love to look over everyone's teams. Y'all know I normally do that, but appreciate everyone who drafted. If you can on the way out, though, drop a like, drop a sub. Those things help a ton. And leave a comment after the stream. Would absolutely love to hear what kind of stuff you all want to see on the channel. But I will be back Monday. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. See y'all soon.